Holy shit. Really? Huh. Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. I'm here to talk about Terrifier 3. I just watched it. So, uh, I think the movie's pretty good. I don't, what is it? Obviously it's fucking gory as all hell, obviously. If you watch the other ones, no shit. I think this one's a lot gorier. Is that just me? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Um, yeah, probably is. If so, I'll say this right now. If you're not used to watching gore shit like that, then you probably won't. You probably won't give a fuck about this movie. To be quite honest with you, because I know there's some people out there that will look at that type of gore and be like, "I'm gone. I have my fill of gore." Basically, you know, some people. I can see why they feel that way because they feel like they want a balance with it, basically, or something like that. I don't know. It just depends what movie, I guess, right? But we spend much with the Clown this time. Actually, a little bit more than what we did in the second one. I think, in my opinion, and Chris Jericho in this movie, he has a great kill. Like they kill him off in this movie. They literally kill him off in this movie. The way he's killed off is pretty awesome. But his his reaction as seeing the headless the Clown and this fucking terrifying woman. What was it? Victoria? Is that that's her name? I think I could be gone, but jeez, man, holy shit, you know. And the thing is, if there's one flaw I'll probably have to say with this movie is I wanted the main character's plot to just pick up a little bit more. That's really it. That's really it. Because they were spending so much time with Art the Clown, and obviously he's the mascot basically, so you're gonna show him off, obviously. Um, but if the character was still around there when he was still doing stuff at the same time, not to say they didn't do that, still they did, but I'm talking about like when other kills were happening in the background, they should probably been there. Like, for example, there's a whole thing that happened, at the mall with Santa and stuff like that. She was there, but she wasn't there to witness what happened. She only saw it later when she saw it on the news, basically. So, to me, it probably would have had more of an impact if it happened there, basically, because she wasn't the only one that was there, basically. You know? Because if that happened there, most likely her parents would have been like, yo, what the fuck, and all this shit. Just saying. Um, her aunt and uncle, basically. So, that's just me. That's just me. That's just me. And, could we just say that this is probably one? Well, actually, no, I can't say that. Actually, no, I probably could. Is this the very first ever Scream Queen in a way immortal that cannot die, that can actually heal its wounds and shit like that, like a horror villain? Has it? Has it? Let me know, guys. Let me know. We're not talking about fucking plot armor here. I'm not talking about that shit. I'm not talking about that shit. I'm talking about, has there ever been a female protagonist or even a character in horror besides the horror villain, that the horror villain goes after a horror person that, that's their rival basically, but they cannot get damage or anything like that. They can still bleed and shit like that probably, or get really hurt, but then they heal. Like X-Men, almost like Wolverine when you think about it. You know? So the kill scenes in the beginning of this movie, obviously they're going to point out that this is a movie that's like, fuck them kids. They do it a lot of times in this movie, and then by the end, when you think that they did it again, you always hear like, so this is just just a slasher kids movie, isn't it? Just more rated R. I think kids should have watched this movie more than the adults did. But no, that was gone. I don't want to spoil it too much with this movie if you guys haven't watched it, because I really do like this movie, but I don't like it as much as the second one. I love the second one. I think the second one is, to me, the second one is it's just perfect the way it is everywhere, with blood, horror, the heroin. It's just everything right there was just mixed together. This one was more like, here's more of the horror villain, and then he was the female protagonist. She's still there in the background, obviously, like that. Stuff is still happening to her because she's traumatized. She's fucking traumatized, you know? Seriously, she's fucking traumatized. And can you blame her? you know? After the shit that happened to her in this movie, it's just like, holy shit, you know? She got her hands fucked up and shit like that. She got a fucking, thorn crown on her head and shit like that. That shit is crazy. We never did saw her uncle's kill, but there's a lot of kills here that you actually didn't see. There was a guy that looked like the Clown, but we didn't see his kill. The Clown just looked at him and then he just took his clothes because his clothes was all bloody. Stuff like that. See, I don't mind stuff more like that. I don't mind like that shit. See, I don't mind that shit. I like that shit. Because sometimes, look, a lot of people forget about this. The Richard Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? The reason I mentioned this movie is because there's a fucking chainsaw in this movie, so might as well bring up Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Hell, yesterday, I literally saw I saw bits and pieces of this movie, and I've seen bits and pieces of it online too. What is it? American Psycho. I recently just watched it with my friend yesterday. That movie is just good. It's just good. It's just good. You know? I can see if you're not paying attention to it, you might be like, what the fuck? Because you really need to pay attention to this movie. It's one of those movies. Because if you're just looking at your phone and not paying attention, you're going to miss something and be like, what? What happened here? What happened here? It's a pretty good movie. But, there's a chainsaw in that movie. And they pay Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They pay homage to Texas Chainsaw Massacre in that movie. Good God. But going back to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, many people forget that movie barely has blood. The only time you see blood is when the character in the wheelchair gets freaking chainsawed. You just see blood just splatter. And then by the end, when the girl's messed up, that's really it. That's really it. Do we forget that Tobe Hooper was aiming for a PG rating for his movie of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, by the way? A PG rating for a title that's called Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Then when he got we all know the story. Then he got the X rating and people were like, and he was like, what? What? I think they had to trim that, right? They still had to trim that movie. So still to this day, I wonder what was the final version. Now, that's just me. That is just me. But the design in this movie is really good. I love the art design in this movie. They have like different shadows and lighting and stuff like that. And okay, if there's a character that I'm always going to complain about, it's the little girl in this movie. Good God. Good God. I'm not saying she's not a bad actress. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the way they made her character, I'm always here like, this kid is nosy. This kid is going to die. The more you're nosy, the more you're going to freaking die. Especially, I'm talking about like in horror movies in general. You know? We all know the standards of horror. You're a bitch, you die. You know? You have sex, you die. You know? Exactly, you know? If you're blonde, you die. What? Nothing. If you're gay, you die. What? Oh, there's different shit with horror. If you're black, you die. What? You know? It's like at this point, everyone's just gonna die. You know? If you're famous, you die. You know, famous people being in horror movies, whoosh, dead. You know? Tell me that's not a thing. It is a thing. Come on, guys. We all know that's a thing. But moving on with the story, again, it was nice spending time with the Clown and stuff like that. I just wish we spent more time with the main heroine. Because I think she's really good, in my opinion. And by the end, when you get what you want at the end, she literally fights the Clown, basically. And she had to fight, Victoria? Am I saying that right? I hope I'm saying that right. But she had to fight that freaking, like, do I have to describe what she looks like? You know? And the fact that we waited 5 years and Arthur Clown was all like freaking all like, what was it? He has like freaking spider webs all over him like that and he's still like this. And somehow you're like, this shit's funny as shit sometimes, man. I'm like, he looks like a fucking wind up toy. So, but there's many things I could talk about more about this movie, but I still don't want to spoil it. Do I recommend watching it? Well, if you watch The Clown already, like if you watch Terrifier 1 and 2, of course you're going to see this movie, you know. If you're intrigued to watch the series, you could watch, I'll say watch number 2, and then number 1, and then 3. That's just me. 3 is still the most glorious one, in my opinion. Everyone's getting chopping up like crazy, you know. And that's one of the reasons why I mentioned Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because in that movie you don't see no limbs chopped off or anything like that. I'm not saying that's not a bad thing to show, but when it's so much in the movie, you only hear like I enjoy that shit, special effects and stuff like that. I mean, if you call it out, Tom Savini is in this movie. Of course, I think we're going to use special effects. I know that shit. But it just when I look at it, I'm like, holy shit. And the thing is, there's other movies like that too. Like what is it? Blood Dead or some shit like that. I forgot what it's called. Well, I heard it's another good zombie movie. Like it's just gory as shit. So if you love that type of gore, well, there you go. You know. Anything else I could talk about? I mean, the fight scenes are not bad. Like I said, I already mentioned the kill scenes. I don't even have to mention the kill scenes. You can literally make a video collage. I mean, a little collage. A video just showing all the kills from all the movies. You know? So, and I'm a little tired, to be honest. I'll say this, I am tired, because after watching American Psycho and then watching this, you guys know how I am right now. I'm like pooped out when it comes to that shit. I can't take too much violence in one day. Not even 2 days right after one or the other. But whatever. Hey, I used to watch Halloween all the fucking goddamn time. So what's my excuse today? I don't know. I guess I just can't watch horror movies the way I used to anymore. But yeah, there is some scenes in this movie I'll be like, and here's your bath bag. People have talked about that. People have mentioned that people have thrown up during this movie and shit like that. Yeah, if you feel all woozy and stuff like that, I won't blame you, because that's what's going to happen probably. If you feel all woozy on it, well, not to say that's not a bad thing. Trust me, I'm sure it happens to a lot of fucking people, and they love horror. It's just that, you know. It's funny, some stuff I'm just thinking, because it's so funny how ironic it is. People would think in Texas Chainsaw Massacre they would see that, you know? But they don't. They really don't. Except for like the other earlier modern ones, because you know how modern horror has become. And it's like, guys, remember about show and don't tell? You know? I mean, they did it good by the end, when that fucking hole opened and shit like that, and everything like that, and she's trying to help her niece and shit like that. I mean, her cousin. Most likely it's her cousin. I mean, if she has to go to her fucking, if she has to see her fucking aunt and uncle, that's her cousin, most likely. Sorry. Most people are like, you wasn't paying attention? No, I was paying attention. I was just going back and forth watching it, because I was just like, because the reason I was like put off sometimes, because again, they give you a kill scene, then they give you a fucking scene right after it, and you're like, nah, man, the contrast is like, come on, bro. I get it, but the contrast, can you like let us breathe a little bit of what we just saw, and then give us the story afterwards? Nah, man, we got to give you that shit right away. I'm like, okay, all right, that's fine. I don't know. That's just me. I don't want to say the movie jied either. There was for a minute there, if they didn't catch what the story perspective, basically, by like, because this movie's 2 hours long, and I wasn't expecting that. A 2 hour long horror movie. I wasn't really expecting that. I don't mind it, but I was just like, 2 hours long? Fuck, alright. But overall, if you're a big horror fan that loves gory fucking blood everywhere, going like, so this will be for you. Sometimes that's a fun thing to watch, you know, when the hero's doing it to the villain, you know, and it's all blood and all that shit. But sometimes it's good to see the horror villain do it too. I mean, for crying out, when Michael Myers is, I mean, not Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, in the remake of Friday the 13th, when he sticks that machete inside that freaking jock's chest and shit like that, he's like pulling that shit out from the other end and shit like that. That is badass. Fucking badass kill. Could we get one scene with the Clown sticking literally the chainsaw just picking it right there and just grabbing it? That would be nice. I haven't seen that. Sometimes he acts Looney Tune-ish too. So I'm over here like, if you guys really want to go off balls to the wall with this character, then do that. Do that. Do that. I'm not saying he has to be Looney Tunes. I'm saying that he can literally be violent like Looney Tunes. Just saying. Just saying. Because in this movie, they showed off a little bit more. I'm over here like, sounds like you guys want to do it more than you want to. It is kind of funny though when Off the Clown it's this chick, and she's like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, that hurts. But right now you have Toon Force, bitch. Literally fucking carrying that hammer and at the end of the movie. That mallet. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not a hammer, it's a mallet. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're gonna call Harley Quinn's a fucking mallet too. Some people even call it a sledgehammer. There. Guess it depends who you talk to, I guess, right? No, that's a sledgehammer, that's a mallet. That's a hammer. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. It's 12:31, so yeah, I'm getting a little sleepy right now. And I got classes tomorrow and shit like that, and I got fucking homework to do. I had to like read a fucking book. So anyways, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And tell me what you guys think down below. What do you guys think about Terrifier 3? I wish I could talk more about it, but I don't want to spoil it. If I know it came out on October 11th, but still, I just don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't watched it or anything like that, you know? And again, the beginning scene is just like, I told you not to bother me. And you're over here like, you're hearing those sound effects and you're over here like, yep, pretty much. So, alright, I'll see ya. Peace, guys, and be safe. And I wonder, it sounds like the sequel, it sounds like the next one, Terrifier 4, is going to fucking take place in hell or some shit. You know, in Art the Clown's ward and shit like that, probably. In his domain and shit like that. Or Victoria's domain, basically. Because, I mean, that's just me. That's just me. Oh man, can I mention the kill with the liquid nitrogen? Yo, that is creative as fuck. That's creative as fuck. Yo, almost forgot about that shit. That was freaking pretty cool. I thought he was going to use it through the whole movie. That would have been fun. Imagine that shit. Imagine that shit. Imagine there's this one kill when he kills Sean's I don't want to say her name wrong, but what is it? They killed her aunt in a way that's like, damn, you know. And when I saw that, I'm like, bitch, you got it lucky, to be honest. People got fucking chainsawed around here. A guy got chainsawed through his ass crack. And then got flipped over and and he was still bleeding and still alive. You'd think he'd be dead, but no, this motherfucker was still alive. I'm all here like, yo, why, bro? You're just pretending to be dead right now, aren't you? You know, that's how I felt like. I'm like, bro. And he's like, no, he's just passed out because of a lot of blood. I'm like, Look at, you don't think he's already not dead? That's why I'm like, if anyone said that, I'm like, look, the blood around you. What more do you need? To insinuating that he's gone, you know. But I don't know. That's just me. That was just me. That was just me. Um, and this bitch. Hold on. What was the blonde bitch? Mia. Mia. Yo, that bitch got fucked up. Seriously, she got fucked up. Even when you saw her head and everything like that, even her nose is chopped off. I'm like, oh, oh, good God. That's the thing. The original Leatherface, nah, he's simple. He just goes straight to the gut. You're gone. Bomb, bomb. Because that's food at the end of the day for him. He doesn't want to ruin that shit. He's like, nah, man. These eyeballs are good. This brain is good. Oh, man. That shit's funny. You know, sometimes he might whack you over the head, obviously. But, you know, we saw that in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, obviously. But moving on. Hey, I'm talking too much of Chainsaw Massacre lately. I don't know. Uh, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry I took too long to do this video. Happy Halloween. And for the person that asked me to do this and send me the money, you didn't have to. But again, thank you. And here's the review. You know, again, I enjoyed the movie. I did. The more I think about it now, I enjoy the movie. Because you know how sometimes we come off with a whole movie or we hear like, what should I say about this movie? What should I say about this movie? I don't want to feel I don't want to say nothing bad about it because I really don't hate it. You know, because I really don't. I really don't hate it. It's just that I don't like it as much as 2. That's what I'm gonna say right now. I like 2. I do. That's what I'm saying. I just like Terrifier 2. But this one's still nice. This one's still nice. So if you like it more than Terrifier 2, that's fine. I'm not gonna say you're stupid or anything like that. I'm already hearing that people like it more than Terrifier 2. So that's fine. Everyone has their own little. And I think that's the best part about Terrifier, to be quite honest with you. Each movie has like its own little niche of a audience, in my opinion. They're gory as fuck at the end of the day, but the third one is more closer to that grindhouse, bloody fucking rawness, basically. You know? And the second one is more like traditional horror that we see, but it's still fucked up like crazy. It's almost like Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets Halloween, also meets Poltergeist. You know, it's like that mixed together. You know, oh, and Nightmare on Elm Street in a way. You know, with the whole blood coming out of the bed and shit like that. You know, sprinkle of Nightmare on Elm Street. I'll just say that, not full, just sprinkle a little bit, not too much. You put too much, everyone would be like, "Oh, it's just Freddy." No, you gotta sprinkle a little bit, just right. You know, you got to cook. All right. Let these people cook. You know. And then the first one is like an indie horror movie. You know, and they're different versions. Have you noticed that? I don't know. That's just me. After watching 3, I'm just looking back at all 3 of them. Like each of them has like a theme to it in a way. You know, they still the same. They still act the way that they all do, you know, to each other. You know, if you literally run a marathon of Terrifier 1, 2, and 3 on TV and they play back to back, I guarantee you some people would just be like, okay, which one's this one? And then they have to look at it to be like, okay, that's from Terrifier 302. You know, something like that. Because if it kept playing and playing in the background, you guys would be like, oh, okay, this whole thing is going. How long is this? What the fuck? Oh. I've been here all day. This shit is long. You know, there's not even cutaways to like the next movie. Once the movie ends, they cut to the next one. No credits or anything. You'd be like, there'll be some weird shit. I'll be like, who edited that? Someone took the time and effort to do that, you know? I would applaud them, to be quite honest with you, you know? And this movie is a nice little Christmas movie. I kind of wish that, hey, if you're gonna go all out, basically, I want some blood and some snow, in my opinion. You know, I think we didn't see that, did we? Didn't we see? We didn't see that, did we? And if we did, maybe I missed it. I'm sorry, but it was nice to see all the Christmas themes and all that stuff because now everyone's gonna watch this during Christmas. You know, now it's going to be like, it's Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Halloween movie or is it a Christmas movie? Well, it's both. You know, the reason it's more of a Halloween movie because it came out in October. If it came out in December, this would literally be a Christmas movie. But now it's a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie. Congratulations. That is good marketing strategy 101, ladies and gentlemen. Follow Terrifier 3's example and also follow Nightmare Before Christmas examples because that's how you make more money. More money, more money, more money. Do you hear that, executives? More money. I'm speaking your language, huh? I mean, look at Disney. They fucking promote that shit every year. Nightmare Before Christmas? What? Oh, hello. So, yeah, that's really it. I've been here all day. The budget for this movie is about $2 million. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. That is a lot better than Mousetrap. May I remind you how much the budget for Mousetrap was? Hold on. I'm going to look at this one more time. So I don't be wrong. You know, we still got a few minutes, you know, sit back, relax, have a cup of coffee for a minute, how you doing? How do you feel about the movie? It's freaking, you talk about bloodydisgusting.com. You got it in this movie. What is it? What was going to look at? Oh, that's right. I hope I'm wrong with the budget. I need to look at this again. Oh man. So the budget for Terrifier 3 was $2 million. Let me say that again. The budget for Terrifier 3 was only $2 million. Not bad, right? Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Mousetrap. 800 mil. Huh? Who has the money to You guys know. You guys know because I talked about this movie, but I just want to compare Terrifier 3's budget compared to Mousetrap's budget. Unless, look, I'm sure some people might have like a little fondness for Mousetrap. Me, I'm over here like, that movie was a waste of my time. The more I think about it, I'm actually left off, really pissed off. Because I tried to get into this, tried to get into it, and then it literally was just like, it fumbled. It didn't even spit me in the face, it just fumbled. At least when it spit me in the face, at least I can right out know that they were a fucking asshole. But when they fumbled, I'm just like, damn, man. Damn. Creativity fumbled. At least I have that. At least I got that instead of a spit in my face, So I'd rather have that than a spit in my face. But damn, man, that budget. Look, I gotta show you this again. I hope I'm saying this right, guys. You can correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm saying these numbers wrong. The budget for Mousetrap. Alright. You see that? See that budget for that movie? Okay? Let me go up so you guys know this is really it. Okay? That is crazy. The reason I want to mention this is because there's no reason for a whole movie to be spending that much money. Look at how much Terrifier made with its, how much it used for its budget. And that movie's making hotcakes. Even, I guarantee you, even if Mousetrap could have been, even if it could have been decent or at least passable, or the thing is, even if it was a bad movie, it probably would have made money anyways. Not if, if you use your budget wisely, but if you have money like that, I don't know where is it going to. But that's another story for another day. I'm not talking about that. What I do like to say is that I am actually looking forward to Terrifier 4. To be quite honest with you, what they're gonna do in Terrifier 4, I'm actually intrigued. I want to see Valkyrie kick ass. To be quite honest with you, hell yeah. That's why I'm going to keep calling her that from now on. Could we just call her that? I mean, I think everyone else already calls her that anyways. No, but this woman, man, she's gonna kick ass. All right, she's gonna look freaking. She's gonna be badass. Okay, seriously. They got a great actress to play this character. They got great characters to play these villains and stuff like that. That is what we need in horror. I'll say that right now. And at least they're doing it. You know, I might not be a big, huge fan of horror right now because of some of the stuff that I'm just be like, you know, like it's not doing it for me. But at least this right here, I'm all here looking at it like, hey, at least you're doing something and people fucking love it. And you got a structure that I fucking like already, you know? So that's just me. I already want to have a figure with her and him just like facing each other and just have it there right next to Godzilla and Kong and Ultraman. Right on top of my PS4, hell yeah. I wouldn't mind. Like literally figures, not Funko Pops or anything like that. Just literally figures, action figures of them. I would have loved it. You know, I would have loved it. That's just me. But again, that's it, guys. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. What did you guys think about this movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Did you hated it? What do you thought? My thoughts on it? Did you like it? Did you hated it? So, man, I'll see you guys later and be safe and stuff like that. And by the way, I was gonna show off my game today because I've almost done with it. It is a prototype, like I said, but I was gonna show it off. But I'll probably show that off tomorrow. I'm a little bit tired. It's about to be 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 12:46. So maybe I should go out to get a bite, something to eat, and then just fucking go to bed. So I'll see you guys later. Be safe. Take care, guys. And enjoy horror and happy Halloween, baby.